episode 9, man. One more, we're famous. One more.
Famous, really?
Sure. In our own minds, okay.
I ain't getting any of that famous royalties out of it.
Yeah, well.
Oh well.
Well,
At least I'm busy while it's quarantine time.
we're all busy at quarantine time. Even the cat's busy. Look, now you can't see him.
Even the cat.
Even the cat. Look at him. He's trying to choke himself. He's kind of weird.
Yeah, you gotta be.
He chokes himself. I don't know why. It's weird. It's like he's got a fur ball caught and he's trying to choke himself out of it. It's weird. He'll be like, I'm like, yeah, all right, buddy, come here. All right. So.
Well, you always open with random shit. So, huh?
How big's that mug you got there?
This mug is a beer and a half big.
That's a huge ass mug, dude.
I can squeeze a beer and a half all at once. Here.
Yeah, you can
One cup.
You better start squeezing 22s then.
So what I can do is I can fill this up with a beer, put another half of beer in here, down the rest in the bottle or the can, and then just sip on this. You know what I mean? I've got a plan.
That is a surefire plan right there.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan when you're addressing these type of things. You gotta have a plan.
Yeah, I mean you gotta have a plan.
Any funny internet shit today?
Funny internet shit. There's always funny internet shit.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you just type in Florida, if you type in Florida, you'll find a bunch of funny shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, this whole coronavirus thing, it's fucking ridiculous, man. People don't want to wear masks, people do want to wear masks, and it's back and forth.
It's ridiculous.
And then people are calling it a hoax. There's nothing going on. And then there's people that are fucking dying from it.
There's nothing going on.
Stupid.
Hey, did you see that little GIF or whatever, that little video, Vine, I guess, of the Joker that I sent you?
I think I did some of it, maybe. I don't remember.
A friend of ours, Mary Hornsby, I guess, or Zalman or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She had sent it to me via Messenger, and I was there like, what? I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta pass this along. So it was weird. It was like the Joker going, "It's just a mask. It's just a mask." And I'm like, "What? Okay." Kind of weird, kind of demented.
Yeah. That's a mask.
Yeah. I mean, not much. I mean, other than funny, stupid shit going on. I mean, I guess we could do some. We still got some craziest laws to go through, but I guess we can wait to. I think if Nick comes back, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
We'll go through them, but no, there's not too much, I guess, going on. I mean, I went to my sister's and swam.
That's funny.
Mine had cataract surgery. That's pretty funny, I guess.
Cadillac surgery.
Cadillac. Yeah, so she can see her.
In her eyes, so
she's got to be able to see. She's got to be able to see her car, man. I mean.
Well, you got to. You got to do that stuff.
Yeah. I recently got new internet service. Yay.
Oh yeah. So you've been downloading stuff at irate speeds here. I'm like, fucking slow down, Matt.
I know. Whoa, slow down there, buddy.
I mean, I think I pulled over for a speeding ticket yesterday. Shit was going so fast.
The internet speeding police got me.
That's right. They pulled over. They pulled you over. They pulled you over, fucked your bathroom all up, so you can't use that until you fucking slow down, buddy.
They caught me. They clocked me at 50 megs per second.
Yeah, watch out. Now you're gonna be going to court.
Pretty fast. My sister. I tell you what, guys. Listeners, do not get Verizon as internet service. I mean, unless you want a jetpack or something that you want to travel with, that's fine. But if you're getting a jetpack just to have around because it's cool, because you can carry it wherever you want to go, it sucks. It sucks.
Well, I am no expert at this stuff, but I have enough experience in technology and stuff to know that if you use a jetpack, you're probably gonna have to pay an extra, separate account. You have to pay on account to keep that stuff around while you're paying on your regular internet.
Well, here's the thing.
It doesn't. It just probably just best knowing where you're going and what the internet's like there, what's available, because you're just otherwise, paying for an extra account you don't really use too much.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know.
We were getting this Verizon jetpack because my wife she worked for a company, whatever. We never had any problems with it.
Right.
Because the reason being is because her company, it sold jetpacks. Like there was like an outsource, so they probably wanted to keep them as a reliable vendor for them. So they probably gave them the best package it was. And I mean, right now when I got on my own because we're separated, I'm sitting there going like, what in the hell is going on? So I ended up getting Spectrum. I know I heard some bad things about Spectrum and stuff like that because I don't like cable. I don't have cable stuff. So Spectrum sent me something, $17 a month, $17.80 a month or whatever, for everything. But I've got to package up so it's a little faster, and I rent the modem and everything. So I'm like, I only pay like $22 a month.
Huh.
I mean,
well, I'm using
Cincinnati Bell. You really can't beat that.
I'm using Cincinnati Bell Fi Optics, so it's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. So you're going to let me know how that stuff is you got, so that way I can compare.
This one's fine. I can upgrade too. They have fiber optics too.
Yeah.
So I can upgrade.
Yeah.
Yep. So I can upgrade for another. I think it's another $15. I'm like 20. What? I'm paying 22, $15 more than that. I'm like, that's still cheap.
But there's this thing going around now where it's you got to make sure it's true Fi Optics too, because there's some neighborhoods. Oh
my God! Cable talk, man. That's what it is. Cable talk.
God. All right, I just woke up.
Cable guy.
But but the neighborhood, some neighborhoods, they can't get the Fi Optics to run properly, so it's called Fi Optics. I don't know what the fuck it really is, but it's not Fi Optics. I think we're one of them. Like, it's not really Fi Optics.
It's not fiber optics.
It might be like Fi Optics somewhere along the line.
Like some kind of generic.
Right, but it's not in the neighborhood. So Fi Optics up to a certain point, and then after that it just branches off regular, and it's like, hopefully you get close to the source, because if you're farther at the end of it all, then you get the slowest speed.
I know fiber splicing and fiber stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
It's in a glass casing, so maybe this Fi optics is in a plastic case, not a glass case.
You never know. Sometimes it feels like it is.
It's cheaper. We'll just use the plastic. It's all right. Shit.
I just want to know what the hell it really is for the price that I'm paying sometimes. Sometimes it's fucking great, man. Sometimes,
Is it pretty high?
It seems like it. It's funny because,
60, $70?
Something like that. I don't remember the exact price, but I know at one point in time, I called and chewed them fucking up and down because every fucking hour on the hour seemed like I was resetting my internet. I was getting so pissed.
Wow.
And I called them, and this guy was like, well, you got a lot of stuff running. I was like, I don't know if that's really the real problem here.
You got a lot of stuff running?
And then they would tell me, and I'd call back before that, and they would always tell me, well, we don't see anything on the log that says it's been down. Okay, well, I know when it's down. The red light's on. I'm not getting fucking internet, period. And I started logging it myself, and I started rattling it off to him, like, here's all the times. And then, so finally, I got this guy, and I started rattling it all off to him, and he goes, I'm going to upgrade your system, and it's going to cost you nothing. So he upgraded it all, hasn't costed us anything extra, and it's been working like a charm ever since. So I don't know what the fuck the guy did. We were probably due for an upgrade or something. Some asshole didn't fucking look hard enough on the computer, and you gotta fucking push them until somebody does their fucking job right.
Churn something right.
Yeah, there's a click somewhere somebody missed. I don't know.
Well, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand the difference between Fi optics and fiber optics, because fiber optics is something completely faster.
Fi optics is supposed to be fiber optics. It's just Cincinnati Bell's or somebody's
cheap way to do it.
Shortened way to call it fiber optics. It makes it sound more catchier. Fi optics. Or
Yeah.
maybe it really is their generic term for fiber optics when it's not really fiber optics. I
It's
don't
like
know.
it's like you order. It's like it's like McDonald's. You go order ice cream. They give you a Cool Whip. I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, I do a master's degree in
it's
computer
cheap.
science and
It's
stuff,
cheaper.
and I can't keep up with this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do fiber optics though. I mean, I don't fuck with it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't do networking. I do computer science and stuff.
All I know is it's really hard to splice, and you have to go to school for it.
Yeah. Well, a guy I used to work with was teaching that stuff at a place, and he was showing me how you do it all. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, be careful because you stick your finger, you're done. Your finger's gonna be it's like a
Oh yeah.
spear or it fucking hurt. I don't know. It
Yeah,
hurts.
it's worse than a splinter.
Bad.
Worse than a splinter because you got a piece of fiber in it.
Yeah, and it's you gotta get it out because
It's it's encased in glass. So
right.
yeah, and it's easy to break. It's very brittle.
Yeah, you have to be really careful splicing it, or else you're gonna cut yourself up.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fuck with that kind of stuff too much. I know enough to get me apparently an upgrade for free or the upgrade that I deserved or whatever. I don't fucking know, whatever it was, but
So hey, what happened to your? What happened the other day? There was like a mailman convention. There's a lady's coming on. Maybe we'll ask her. Maybe we won't if it all matters. Her name is Shana Donskey, and later on, she's gonna come on and talk about some stuff. That's her different cool stuff like movie stuff and things like that. Really acting careers. But I know you messaged her the other day like, hey. What's going on here? What's going on in front of my house?
yeah,
There's
the
like
mailman convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like three mail trucks parked out in the front of my house, blocking driveways and everything. They were just standing there talking, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, my dogs are barking and going crazy, and these guys are pros, man. The dogs barking does not bother them one bit. I guess
No, they're not caught off guard at all anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
They're like, oh, dogs, whatever. Now
they
show me
could have
the
started
whisper.
raining. They probably would have pushed a button and the robot suit would have came on. Protect them from that rain. They're just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was two newer like vans though, like really nice vehicles, and then one really old one. Maybe those two pulled up to make fun of that guy. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it was a little crazy though. I wonder what the hell's going on with all this mail in front of my house. Got to walk out there. Hey, come on, you guys, give me my mail. Should be able to get it fast now, right?
Yeah, I know. Does that mean I get faster service when there's two of you?
Yeah, well.
I mean, it was like a Mexican standoff where they were. I mean, oops, I didn't mean to say it, but it's like a standoff there.
You really never know these days.
I don't know. Mailman standoff. Mailman standoff.
Not.
Well, mailman standoff. What was it? I think it was my wife's grandfather delivered mail. Speaking of mail, delivered mail to Johnny Cash because she's from Memphis. So,
oh wow,
delivered mail to Johnny Cash. Nice. And he was like, there's a part in what's that song Walk the Line? What's that movie Walk the Line or whatever with Joaquin Phoenix? There's a part in there where he's under a tree, like in like a hammock or laying down or something, playing a guitar.
Yeah.
And he had the story was he delivered the mail on that day when he was playing the guitar underneath the tree.
Oh wow.
So it was in that part of that movie. I'm like, whoa, that's cool.
You imagine it probably is for sure because. I mean, he probably delivered the mail to his house like every fucking day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine that. I go to Johnny Cash's house every day and give him his mail. I always say you can see him every day. I don't know, but I mean, you get to see him.
You never know. It's like one of those things. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Right.
One person might turn into the next. One person might turn into the next Eddie Vedder or something that you don't even know about. And you're like, oh, I used to do this with this, used to do this for this guy. And then turns out he's like a billionaire or whatever, millionaire, making all kinds of music and stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, well, somebody's got to get those people their mail.
That is true. So, do you have any graphic design trends of 2020?
Yeah, well, I was wanting to look at some graphic design trends because, well, first off, I want to ask you, and are you a traditional artist first, or are you more of a graphic designer first?
I'm a traditional artist first. I learned traditional art first. And then I
Well,
was like, and then as I went along, I was like, well, I'll just go to school because at the time, of course, it is
right.
now too the same way. They're starving artists, and let's just put it this way: that phrase is for real.
Well,
Starving artists is for real.
I did traditional art at first too, but I wasn't. Um, when I was in high school and stuff, I played guitar and played in bands and stuff. So my
Yeah,
traditional art only went so far, and I took graphic arts classes, so I learned print and design too in
yeah.
high school. I think I was a graphic designer first.
I didn't
And
learn. I didn't learn
I-
print. I didn't learn that stuff in high school because where I'm
well,
from, we didn't
I,
have.
I did both. I did traditional art and graphic design, but I wasn't really that I didn't really take my traditional art as serious until I got in college and I started taking. I was going for a bachelor's degree in fine arts, so
Yeah.
it was a fine arts degree, so it was fine art, but it was an emphasis in graphic design.
Yeah.
So the two were supposed to go together, and even though I had done that kind of stuff before, um, I
Right.
learned in college, like I took painting classes. Like I learned so much more out of fine arts there. So like
Right.
when we did our painting classes, I learned how to make the canvas stretchers and stretch the canvas myself, then paint on it. I learned how to draw on charcoal really well and photography. And I
We
learned all the
now
graphic design stuff in
now
high school
see
too.
now see in my high school, I learned more. I mean, I was
That was
all
in college. That was in college.
well when I was in art though, we stretched canvas in high school.
See, we didn't do that.
We made our own canvas in high school. We
Well, maybe that's the difference between. See, you got that traditional art. You had a much better traditional art program than I had then.
well like I said, I did a piece of like bubble life. That's what I called it, and it was like a latex. It was like a face with latex bubble popping out, and I had bubble
Right.
gum wrappers, chewing gum wrappers all over it, like fruit stripe,
Yeah,
bubblicious stuff like that.
you guys had a really good art teacher.
So
But in college, I learned how to. I took all kinds of art history classes. I took like 5 of them. I studied abroad in Italy for a little while on
yeah,
art history, and then I learned how to apply like all these drawing principles, photography principles, painting principles, and I started learning like 2 or 3 dimensional design and
yeah.
Illustrator and computer and all that and Photoshop. I mean, I
Now I
just
didn't.
applied everything. So I consider myself a graphic designer first, but the thing is I do more fine art now than I do anything though.
Yeah.
I really don't know what the really
Well,
stuff.
it's weird. Like her name was Miss Felice. She was the superintendent's wife, and she was like the coolest teacher that I've ever had. Like she really like inspired me, because like she really brought things out for you in perspective. You know, there was this one time I was trying to sneak this cool thing on the bus that I did. It was that L7 Smell the Magic.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
I redid that in oil pastels.
Uh-oh.
And she's like, you're not leaving here with that, are you? Oh, I'm just taking it right to my locker. No, no, no. And I'm like, well, I'm going to cover it up. No, you're not. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to cover it up. It will be no problem. So I put it in the dark room. I hid it in the dark room. She told me to throw it away. The garbage can were like the barrel garbage cans. I had it over there by the camera room because we used to do a lot of our own film and stuff like that.
See, we did that too in the graphic arts class. We had a nice dark room with a revolving door and a can.
And then it was in college though.
Oh, I was in college.
Was it in college?
No, that dark room I had was in high school.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that wasn't the graphic arts class, which wasn't the fine arts class. It was the printing and design class.
It was weird, it wasn't until like I got into college and I did my own prints and things like that, and like because I did like 2 years of camera stuff, like old traditional black and whites.
Right.
One year did only traditional black and whites. That's it. Second year,
I love black and white. That'd be my
traditional.
favorite
Like
fucking
second year, I
class.
did all color. But the dark room was so huge. It was as big as my apartment.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was huge. The dark room is big. Like you go into the revolving
Yeah.
door. the blacked out door.
And for the graphics class, we had a real nice dark room because we had a revolving door. The camera was actually, you put your stuff outside the dark room on this board. You inside the camera takes a picture of it, and then you develop the film in there and had an exhaust and everything. But the whole point of it though was, to make T-shirts and print, and you got to make a negative. So
well, you know what?
Plate and all that.
You know what I had when I was in college though? We got to learn like I spent countless hours when I was a junior, half of my junior year till when I was all the way through senior. And it was like all I did was camera work in high school, right? It's really? All I did. I did. At the beginning of the year, I did some pastels, did some watercolor, things like that. But for the most part, I did just photography. And we went to state. Me and my friend did. I was a model. For him. And we went to
hand model.
The best black and white photos. Cemetery.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It was in a cemetery. That's where we won. We won all these competitions.
When I played in bands, we used to go to the cemetery to get photographs of the band taken in the cemeteries.
That's cool. That's cool though. I mean, that's cool though because whatever color your high school is, of course. Then you didn't have Photoshop. You didn't have Photoshop until you got to college, really.
Or if you had Photoshop, it wasn't called Photoshop.
No, it was called what? Let's see. I took, Corel Draw sucks. I hate Corel Draw.
Oh, yeah. Now, we were doing a lot of our edits were traditional, man. It was all by hand on the film. In the dark room, if you wanted to expose it, you wanted better light, you put it in a certain chemical longer, and there was a technique. I can't remember everything 100%. But
it's still cool. Like our art teacher, I thought was above the time for most art teachers because we had your traditionals nothing but it was like a huge open space when you walk in there.
Your timers, your clocks, you want to leave it in the chemicals longer to get better exposure.
I learned black and white. And everything, did all of my stuff in high school, and she had a kiln. We had pottery. We had a pottery wheel and everything, man. She was a cool art teacher. I'm telling you. I mean, I was sitting there going here's the thing. When I was like, maybe I'll take a look at being an art teacher. I was like, man, because that would be cool. But I ended up going to the tech school, the Northern Kentucky Technical School. Right on campus, and it was we had nothing but I tested out of 2 of my drawing classes, and I had Excel or advanced class 3 or whatever. It was a big class. It was all basically all seniors and stuff was in it, but I had all the drawing class, and we just did a bunch of perspective drawings and stuff for that. It was it was all right, but I mean, we had I had to do for graphic design when I was doing it. It kind of really threw me off because we had to learn PageMaker. Yeah, but
old PageMaker.
Yeah, nobody likes that. I hate that.
Well, I mean, it was the beginning, but now it's just shit.
So much better. InDesign is so much better.
Yeah.
Then we had Quark.
Oh
my God, that was.
They were like, it's better now. It's Express, Quark Express.
It was the worst. It was the worst program because all it is was you got all these Adobe programs that was really up and coming, and it really was getting better every year. These Adobe program, you're like, oh, that's cool. Adobe, that's weird. That's cool. What is that? It's on the Mac. So
just take somebody to fucking do it better, huh?
Well, I mean, Quark. You
look at Apple, look what they did to computers, and then Adobe did the same thing with fucking design graphics programs and all that.
You could literally steal Adobe products. They don't care. They know eventually if you want the bells and whistles, you're gonna have to buy it. So
eventually you're gonna come around. That's what
they do.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that shit on purpose. Sometimes they feed it to you.
Yeah,
you're stealing it. You're stealing it, but really we're just feeding it to you because you're gonna come back here in a year and you're gonna have to fucking buy it.
Here's the thing: if you want a plug-in for this program,
you gotta buy it.
You can't register online.
Here you are 4 months later, going, "Oh fuck, I might buy that." And you buy it. You know?
Do that. The plugin. I'm like, damn it. But
Yeah.
I mean, but with Quark, you couldn't do that. Quark, you couldn't crack at all.
No.
You couldn't crack at all. The only thing cool about Quark was if you hit Shift Command K, I think, yeah, Shift Command K and Quark, a little robot come out and blow up your stuff on the
shit.
like, oh. And that's all we do. We'd be like, oh, this is fun.
All right, so I Googled 2020 graphic design trends. Can you see this?
Yep.
And so I'm just kind of going to get down the list here. We're going to look at some stuff and just
I think
kind
they
of
need to bring back typography.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see some of that.
Yeah, because everything, makes full circle eventually.
So this is 10 stunning graphic design trends. Who is this? 99designs.com. Have you ever heard of these guys?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Have you? They're on the top of the list of Google when you They're pretty Google
cool.
It. So
they're pretty cool.
Let's see here. We got this is 8 months ago, so it's fairly recent, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not reading through stuff because I just want to look at graphics, man. I just want to critique.
No, yeah, let's just look at graphics.
Just talk about
what the hell I want to do no Chinese graphics. Schemes. We're not doing Wuhan graphics, man.
Woo, yeah. This is Cyberpunk, it says. I don't know if I like Cyberpunk colors. Adidas one's all right, but...
Huh?
The Adidas one's all right. The color scheme's all right, but...
Yeah, the Adidas one's kind of cool.
The stuff up here just... I don't know, man.
I don't know. I kind of like that. Go to your... I like the one on the I guess, your Michael Caine.
Oh, the After Moses?
I like that one, yeah. I like that one. I like that.
I like the monotone of it.
I really like that blue, that like aqua blue just pops out.
The blue creates good contrast with the magenta.
Yeah.
I like how the magenta is like a monochromatic scheme, light dark and all that. But I don't know.
I love the shapes of the rock. They did a good job on the rock.
Yeah, they did. The one on my right, though.
I like it better than the one on the other side.
Yeah, the one with I guess Chinese writing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Asian one, I just don't like that color.
It's a Wake Up Festival.
Huh?
It's a Wake Up Festival. It says.
Oh yeah. Well, it has got my attention, and I'm trying to get away from it.
Definitely Wake Up. Woo.
The Adidas is all right. I don't know. I don't know if that fits my color or not, but
go with that ad. I mean,
yeah, that seems like beneath Adidas, really.
The one at the top almost looks like a New Balance little thing. See the one at the top looks like Shutters.
Yeah.
It looks like a New Balance, it's like almost
right.
a New Balance poster or something like.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck this thing is on the side of the Adidas one. The head bust.
Virtual reality.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a meta. Animated via meta.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with that stuff as much. I don't get into that. You do a little bit.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I mean,
what do you think about the color scheme of it? Though? It's called Cyberpunk. It fits into that somehow, I guess.
I do really like the colors they're using.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I like the colors. I think it works very well with that virtual reality because it kind of reminds me of the old Max Headroom.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I know what you're talking about.
Colors and things like that makes you just pop out. Like.
So I've said more positive things about this color scheme than I thought I was going to, but overall, I'm still not super impressed with Cyberpunk color scheme.
Yeah.
No, it's not my go-to.
Yeah. It's all right. I mean.
See what this is here. Oh, this is more. This is more of that, I guess.
Oh, this is.
Now that's okay. I guess if you're doing some professional ad, that's more.
I really like the Elugio pictures.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen it before?
I really like that. No, I really like that though.
Yeah, I like because the name and then it's the graphic effect to it matches it very well.
Want you to use that. They want you to check
movement,
that out.
Yeah, the movement looks really good.
But you see, if you use a lot of if you use a lot of matte black with that cyberpunk colors, that would really make it pop out. Just like
I think
really,
I think it's what's got my attention on these first two here is that there's a lot of black in the background and it's matte and it's just such a great contrast to the bright. So that's that to me. That's what it's missing. I think
even a matte like a olive or a forest green black background would look cool too.
Maybe, yeah. The olive I can see for sure. I have to see the rest of them though.
Yeah.
I just gotta see them. Now, this is not bad. See the design on the box for this product here. Again, it's matte black, so it works. You know.
What is
Now
that?
the sour Kush. I don't know if I like the background on that.
Yeah, that's kind of plain a little bit.
I
It
think
looks like they need a little bit more colorful.
right white or black
White
background.
would look white would look fine. White would look good.
Because the product color's already so vibrant.
Yeah, if you just use a white, I think white would look good.
Yeah, I think you're right. White.
I think a gray would look good too. Like
Well,
a
it's
like
almost
a,
like
like
a, like a
like gray.
grayish green or something. I don't know what the fuck it is now. I can't tell.
It's like a blackish blue
What,
gray.
whatever it is now is, I think
Not
it's
working.
toning down the colors a bit, and it's not letting the colors work to its full potential.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. But let's scroll down and see what else we got before we get out of here and go to another one. So
What is that?
interesting.
Yeah, is that a candy box?
I guess so. Yeah.
Are they the one soap maybe? The one side is soap, and the
Yeah.
one side is like a I don't know, kind of looks like a tampon box. To be honest with you, I mean it does. I mean it does. I mean
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking of Tampax when I
Right,
see that. I'm like, oh,
This one's called Street Art Styles. So I don't know. Street Art Styles, are we talking color scheme still, or are we talking just style, graffiti, and street art
just
techniques?
style of just
Retro.
like, yeah, I think it's just style of like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you're right.
that's a cool card. I like
Just
that card.
styles. Yeah, double up looks really good.
I really like that card.
The double up,
The guy's holding the card.
the push.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yeah, it's
That's a cool
different.
card. That's a cool card. I mean, that would really definitely stand out.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
definitely
wallet.
get your
I mean,
attention.
like if I had a wallet, I'd carry it in there. I'd be like, people would be like, "Oh, what's that card?"
I just think the double up. I like the logo on it.
It's
Pretty
cool.
interesting.
It's cool.
But yeah, you're right. The push is going to stand out more on my wall than the rest of them, though.
Oh, that's a really cool little ad there. Rebellion Donuts.
Yes.
That I love
The
that
grenade.
logo.
The
The
grenade is a
grenade.
donut.
Yeah, grenade. Awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's pretty clever design, though. Look, the
That's
grenade is a
very
donut with two
fine.
bites out of it, and with the two bites, you can put your fingers there to grip it to throw the grenade.
Yep.
So fucking clever.
I really like that. Yeah, that's a really clever logo right there. That's
So
I would call that.
black and white.
That's what you call that. Knowing your surroundings and knowing your way around your design thoughts.
Absolutely. And you know what, too? And it's so simple because it's just black and white. But the complexity and the creative thought behind the grenade and donut and all that is so good that you don't need anything else.
No, I think it's
Just
really like
for that.
boom. Yeah, it stands out big time. It's pretty cool. What's that? Spray paint business card?
Where you say, oh, okay.
I don't
That-
know what. I like it. I like it.
I like the design, but I think it's too busy for a business card, though,
I
maybe.
don't know I don't know if I'd do a business card with it. I mean, I see what they're doing. It's a folded business card you can put on a table, maybe.
Right.
Comes right out of your pocket. You fold it, unfold it. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that's good. The production end of it's a good concept. What you're saying, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Strength you can trust. I like the style, but I don't know if I like it on this. I don't know what to say about it, really. I see the outline of the guy, but it took me a minute. There's actually two of them, two outlines of that guy.
Oh, is there? Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can okay.
I like maybe make the guy in the picture a little bit more opaque so it's not overwhelming.
No, I was gonna say, what if you just take the picture guy out,
Or that, yeah.
and just leave those two doubles?
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. I think if you actually took that out and completely did like some kind of like a soft red or something like that, like a, like a, I don't know, a gray soft red or something like that, and just take the guy out completely and just leave the drawing, the sketches of him.
Yeah, the sketches of it would look good, I think.
I almost think if you do that and you actually sketch the guy in the other picture, the little
So
Asian guy, I guess.
next door to him, next door to that design, we got this thing over here. What's that? I can't even read what it says.
I don't know. It looks like maybe a movie poster thing.
Yeah, because it looks like it's got some awards over here in the bottom, the opposite corner.
Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory. I gotta look at it sideways here.
It does look like a movie poster because it's got like a little Cannes Film Festival like logos on the side or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, for a movie poster though, that's really all it needs to be. It's not
pretty cool. I mean,
yeah, it doesn't need to be overwhelming.
Simple. I mean, yeah, simple.
Simple.
Yeah. Check this out. So like maybe in a few days or whatever, we're gonna I would like to try to recreate the tracers with the sparklers.
Oh yeah, there we go. We talked about that before. Yeah.
Recreate that. Remember how we did that on the showed that guys photography?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to recreate that.
Yeah, so we'll have to update everybody and show everybody how we do that. Try to recreate it.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
We'll check out one more thing here before we get out of the 2020 designs for now. Maybe we can come back to 2020 designs in another episode too, because there's probably so much to fucking look at. Graphic design trends 2020 breaking the rules. Let's see who this is. Graphic Mama blog. I never heard of them. Have you ever heard of them?
No. Let's check it out.
It's number 2 on the Google when it comes up for that. So we'll see what happens here. It has a nice little intro pic here. Very dynamic, moving. Let's see what it says here. I'm not going to read through everything too much. Well, actually, maybe I should here. 2 top graphic design trends in 2020 are 3D depth and realism, going monochromatic, shiny metals, typography craze, image and text masking, line art collages of drawings and photos, simplified illustrations, isometric illustrations, earthy colors, a sense of vintage, patterns and textures, geometric designs, and liquids. So I read them off because I feel like there's a handful of those I could really want to spend a lot of time on.
Yeah, because like
I
wouldn't mind checking out the 3D depth.
Yeah, and the monochromatic's up my alley. So is the
I really like the typography thing.
Typography's up my alley. Collages of drawings and photos.
Liquids. That's kind of an interesting thing. Liquids.
Liquids, yes, definitely interested in that.
Yeah.
BFE colors, I'm interested in that too. Let's just start working our way down and see how far we get.
Let's do it.
We're gonna have to come back to this little segment in another episode too, because there's so much stuff to cover.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can throw this here. Here we go. We got 3D depth and realism. Oh.
All right. Yeah. So 3D depth and realism.
Oh, that's cool.
That's some interesting shit right there. I like that.
I like that.
That's a good ad. You know what I mean?
That's a great ad.
If you're getting a 3D ad, that's something, because I mean, you replace that. I don't know what that is. Is that a phone or is that a book?
Yeah. This girl's looking at the phone.
Yeah, all that information's coming out at her.
She's getting out of like the Facebook, the love, the love emoji thing.
Likes, the hearts.
The likes. Yeah, she's giving the love likes, and she's getting blown away with it. Like, that's cool.
That's also, you could turn that around to for ad sense too. Like if you're getting some kind of ad, if you're getting ads off of Facebook and you're advertising your business or whatever,
that is just right there.
That information comes flying out at you.
I like that, and it's simple too. It's not like it wasn't complex. They made the animate rubbery looking. It wasn't complex.
All right, so here we go. Kings of the Weekend, the one next to it. I pushed play, and this is what's happening.
That is what's happening. Well, maybe it shouldn't happen like that.
It's interesting, but weird all at the same time. I don't know what's going on.
It's really strange. It is. This person is really getting down. This person looks like Andy Warhol. Or not Andy Warhol. Maybe what's his name? The man on the moon. The Andy. You know what I'm talking about?
Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. Yeah. It's like Andy Kaufman. There's Andy Kaufman getting down.
If Andy Kaufman and Andy Warhol were still alive, and Andy Warhol working in this medium, maybe he might do something of Andy Kaufman, because he does like popular people.
Like this, yeah.
This is like
I can see this.
An interpretation of if they were still here type of thing.
That would be interesting.
Maybe.
But What's his name? Sasha. What's his name that played Borat?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the name. I know what you're talking about, but
It's the guy that played Borat. That's who it is.
that's all you need to say.
That's interesting.
Let's scroll down a little bit. See what we got.
Oh, look at that. That
is interesting.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's not moving, but it's 3D in depth, right? So
yeah, but you can visualize it moving.
Yeah, whoever made this has an extreme sense of depth. I mean, they can make a 2D, a 3D easy.
That's pretty cool.
But still be 2D. It's so fucking amazing.
Cool. That's a pretty cool movement. That's a pretty cool element.
Yeah, it's moving and it's not really.
Yeah.
But you know what though? It sucks that Pepsi doesn't taste as good as this ad looks. That's just my opinion.
I know, right?
Sorry, Pepsi.
Pepsi, no, that's all right. Pepsi's syrupy.
Yeah, I'm a Coca-Cola guy, but
yeah, I don't like Pepsi at all.
But I wish Coca-Cola would make some ads that look this fucking good. Jesus Christ.
I know, right? I'd go around and buy one right now as we speak. Come back.
That Pepsi logo, the beginning, the red, white, and blue ball looks like it's about to pop out like a beach ball, you know?
Yeah.
Ready to go to the beach and drink a Pepsi.
It's a really interesting, it's a concept of like a billboard but stripped.
Yeah.
If you would take the crap off the billboard, that's what you would see, like the frames and stuff.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's cool. That's cool though. I like it.
I do like it though. That is a great fucking ad. I mean, that's what I strive for. I think some of my graphic design work together. We'll have to do we'll have to do a segment where we do 2020 trends, and then one of these times we'll just show some of our graphic design work too.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of compare it.
I got a nice Tom Petty one that I did.
Oh yeah. I got a nice banner one I made. It's like a ribbon being curled up with all these images on the ribbon going around. It's one of my favorite ones I did. But anyway, we'll get into that some other time. I like the one on the left here, the blue and the yellow. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, couches and luggage.
Is that what? Oh,
very bizarre content.
And there's diamond rings in it.
And diamond rings. Very very bizarre content, but I like it for some reason. Maybe it's because the color pulls me in. It makes me feel comfortable with it, even though it's weird.
It says something. It says something in the background. I can't see it though.
Yeah, it says something, but I can't read it either.
Like O-M something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm giving up.
Yeah, on to the next one. Even though I like that ad, it makes me feel comfortable, but I think it's the colors that are doing it.
That's a cool fender.
Yeah, well, here, let's push play. It's got some... Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh, nice.
Now, that's some fucking cool app design. That's some kind of shit. Like, we're branding and doing graphic design right now for this podcast and our website and all the work that we do. And I would love something like that. Wow.
That would be cool.
That's fucking awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like a nerd just sit here going, oh, it's fucking cool. And
I know.
This has probably been a thing for a long time. Who knows? I live in Kentucky, okay, so I'm behind on the times. But I love this, man.
It's okay.
I like, but I like Fender guitars too. But I mean, this ad is awesome. I noticed at the top next it says product detail menu. Now it switches to X. Menu X. So all it's doing is if you get down to it when it comes to web design and all that stuff, it's just like a cascading, or what do you call it? Like a, I want to say cascading, but maybe I'm using the wrong terminology. But it's just moving the picture up and down.
That's like a flip.
Yeah, because you see how it goes up there now. It's a picture.
It's a rotate. I think they've done it. You could probably do that in Unity.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of them you can do it in. It's like Unity is one that you can do it in. Yeah. There's also an Adobe one that you can do, the Muse.
Yeah, it's some kind of style or something. I can't think of the correct term for some reason. But there's like a cascade or something that you can flip stuff around in any way, and you can like open and close, different pages and things. And
that SketchUp program does that.
But yeah, I love that. I think it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the overall design of it's pretty good too. It stays white mostly, so that's probably a good call.
Yeah, definitely save this one. We'll definitely come back and check this site out.
Yeah, I want to check this out some more too. So we'll make a deal. We'll come back and check this out. We'll check out one more thing, this one right here, and then we'll come back to this in another episode because this one is amazing. It has some really good stuff on here. I'm pretty impressed. Uh,
I like the wings of the bird.
yeah, I know that's well done. Isn't it?
You can definitely see it. You can definitely feel that it's flying because you can see the little swoosh.
Yeah, you're getting that movement feeling out of
Yeah,
it.
movement feeling.
Well, and you swish even into the words. It's like a lighter blue, but just barely. You can barely even tell.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Yeah, and like the trees in the background are so faint to show that they're further away in distance. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. The view from above. Why our future may depend depend on the fate of birds. So I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. But they're obviously trying to advocate for something here, and I think they're doing a really good job at it. So
Yeah, I really like this one. Yeah.
I do too. All right, so this is called graphicmama.com. It's a blog, I guess. They talk about design trends. I can see why it came up second in Google search. It's got some really good stuff on it so far.
Definitely save that one. Graphicmama.com.
Well, we will. We'll come back to this in the next episode or two and try to look at it some more and just kind of break some of this apart, or and just talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So. Doing some acting, a lot of horror film acting, and we're gonna let her talk about all that, but
we'll let her discuss all that. She is on here now. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Shana. How are you?
Doing all right.
Awesome.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Oh yeah.
You're dreaming.
It's something like that. I don't know. Maybe a nightmare.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of nightmares, you just got through with dodging a really scary nightmare.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
So we think.
Well, tell us a little bit about that. What happened? How did you find out you were sick?
So at work, I work in a busy restaurant, which I won't say the name of it because I don't want to bring bad press, but someone had caught the virus, and then I got a little nervous, so I took a test, and it came back negative, but I had symptoms, so I was pretty nervous. I ended up having a respiratory virus called RSV, but then I got asked to work tonight because somebody else has been exposed to it, and I'm like, no, I'm good, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't blame you there. I'm like,
take some days off work,
Yeah, that's like a red flag, Like, hey, can you come in and work? I got somebody else that's got quarantined. Whoa, no. Red flag.
Somebody else has coronavirus. Can you come in and work? Sure, I'll take coronavirus.
Exactly.
If you're going to give me free Corona, make it beer.
Yeah, at least put a lime in it. Shit.
Put a lime.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? Golly. Ooh. I know that last week we were talking about those old fashions where Nick was saying that he was some place, Apple, Wisconsin, where they were putting like lemons and limes in it. Like, whoa.
Lemons is a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, he said lemon and lime. Limes would probably be good in it. Limes would probably be good. I don't know if I'd eat the lime after, like I eat the orange after that. I don't know if I could eat the lime. Yeah. No.
Sounds iffy to me.
So, Donskey, introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us what we're going to talk about today a little bit.
All right. So, my name's Shana Rae. It's my acting name. I've been an actress since 1994. I've done film, TV, commercials, modeling, all that stuff. And I haven't done anything for 4 years, but I coach a drama club at the high school now, which is kind of gives me my creative edge that I need as a creative person. I mostly did horror films. I've done an action, some independents, worked with all kinds of different people over the years. So
that's cool. So when we do our promo for you, or like a little ad, do we put Shana Rae or?
Yeah, Shana Rae. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's actually my first and middle name.
That's R-A-E, right?
R-A-E. Mm-hmm.
R-A-E. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get into film and stuff? What transpired in that?
Well, when I started college, after traveling and stuff, I decided to start college a little later than others. And I found the drama club at college, and I had a great coach. His name was Ed Daniels. He passed a few years back, but my mom actually had him for her acting coach in high school, and we ended up taking classes together at Southern State. And then I just started meeting different people at shows and clubs that needed extras and stuff like that. And when I was in my teen years, I was in Barbizon and John Casablanca's modeling and acting. But I really didn't like it then because I felt like I was not doing it because I wanted to. It was more like I felt like I had to.
Right.
But then down the road, I met some really great people in different horror short films and got into Slashers Gone Wild, which was one of my favorite things to work on. Basically got to be a serial killer maniac named Lady Fingers, and she basically loves to toy with her victims. Pretty wild.
Nice.
Got to work on intestines and stuff like that. Got to make intestines with paper towel, Cara syrup, and Tahitian treat. So
we were in a movie.
Oh yeah.
me and Donnie were.
Oh man.
Yep. How did this happen? I can't remember how we got upon that. That was like years ago. Remember that?
Yeah, we were just like extras in this courtroom scene. This guy I worked with, he was involved in it somehow. I don't even remember his name anymore.
Yeah.
Mike something. But they were doing a short film and they needed extras in this courtroom, so we just showed up in this courtroom in UC campus, on UC's campus, and we were there all day.
Was it traffic?
Huh?
Was it traffic?
No, I don't know.
No, it was gosh. It was a short film. It was a movie about Christ was on the stand. He was getting a court lawsuit or something filed against him. And it was a guy that played Christ and nobody really believed him and stuff like that. And remember the thing that I was like, what if we started a courtroom fight? Remember?
Yeah.
That was awesome. I threw my hat up. We were dressed up like gangsters.
It must have been 13, 14 years ago. I don't even remember that stuff.
Oh man, I don't even know if it was. I think it was longer than that, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was
quite a while ago.
It's really fun to get into stuff like that, though.
Perceptions.
You don't know what kind of environment you're going into, and you just end up improvising. That's the cool part about being extras.
Right.
Yeah.
It was called perceptions, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's called Perceptions. They were going to give us a copy of it. They never did, though, did they?
No.
That's supposed to be your pay. Don't they know the truth? That's the truth. It's supposed to be paid with a copy and a credit.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was that one we also went out to? We also went out to some kind of church in Erlanger or Florence or something one night.
It's that fighting movie. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't seen it yet. It should be out.
It was supposed to be out. It was supposed to be a big ordeal. It was
Yeah.
God, what was it?
We didn't get to be in it though because we sat there all freaking night.
We sit there all night long.
Man, it was terrible. It was raining really bad outside, and
we were like, let's go home. I think I got sick the next day.
There was like a ton of people there too. It was just uncomfortable shit.
Yeah, it was not very. It was not.
Yeah.
It was some dude that wasn't he the one that did like Stranger Things or something like that? Didn't he have like some kind of role?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and he did a movie out there.
It was one of the guys from The Walking Dead too. He played in Walking Dead. He was in the movie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know, like when you got a crowd, it's usually pretty stressful. I had a call on Mind Games in Chicago. Christian Slater was in that. It was a TV show. This was 2 years ago.
What's it called?
It was called Mind Games. It went off the air pretty quickly. But he was really nice, but very short. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
But we stood in line. We had to be there at 4 a.m. and stand in line. And it was just forever. Then we had to sit, like, it was a boxing match, so we had to sit in that, and it was crazy.
Huh.
And we were not allowed to gamble. We were not allowed to drink alcohol.
Oh, that's a bummer.
We didn't,
Bummer.
And I was like,
Bummer.
man, we did have
But yet you're playing it drunk on the camera. We're not allowed to have drinking on set though.
The food was good. It's like when you have a continental breakfast comp, you're like, wow, this is the big league.
Man, they didn't even feed us, did they?
No, I don't think they did. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I know we waited in the church.
Well, there was pizza. There was pizza and stuff.
That's right. There was pizza.
Yeah.
I remember waiting in a church for like ever. I remember that.
If I ever do that again, I'll remember to bring some fucking cards or something.
We must have been for like 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
I remember PAing, like being a production coordinator, and I worked with some difficult people, let's just say, difficult directors that have really, really bad tempers. And if I brought the wrong meat, he'd flip. It had to be a specific kind of meat and a specific kind of bread. Just
Here's
for
my
him,
specific middle
not
finger.
for everyone else. And he wasn't paying for it. And I was like, wait a second. All right.
Well, wasn't it like a movie kind of like Kill the Irishman? Wasn't it kind of like that?
What, the movie we were doing?
Yeah.
No, it's like a boxing movie or fighting movie, bare knuckle boxing movie. It was a bare knuckle boxing movie.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was bare knuckle brawlers or something like that. That's what it was.
Woo!
Yeah.
That could be a B movie.
We went out there. It might have been. We went out there for like, it was like 7 o'clock. I think we had to be there like at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and we stayed there till like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Didn't we sit and talk to a guy for hours? This guy who worked on all these different sets doing this different shit. I don't remember his name. He's got credits and stuff, and I don't remember who the fuck it is.
They had like in this church, I guess because it was like big enough for like oblige everybody, because they had like each little room, like Sunday room and stuff like that. Each little room in the church had like we had makeup artists and stuff in there. Remember?
Yeah.
Makeup artists, hair artists, everything. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Of course, we didn't need to worry about the hair artists. But
no, why not? Oh yeah, never mind.
I didn't take my wig with me.
Yeah,
Bring your
that
wig.
would have been awesome. Yeah. So
with different sets like that, it's neat when you do the makeup and the hair. I've always liked that because it makes you feel like, wow, you're being catered to, and it makes you look different because you only, like, if you're like me, I don't really care about makeup that much, so I only have a few looks that is going to happen.
Right.
These chicks that can do the in-depth stuff, I've always thought was really neat.
I've seen a couple of your photos come across when we were talking. They were pretty interesting.
Yeah, you sent me some stuff to show. You want me to go ahead and share my screen? We can look at them real quick.
Sure.
Kind of talk about them.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
All right.
That was pretty cool.
Reed, let me know when you see me sharing.
Go ahead. I see you sharing.
Can you see these pictures?
You look like Sharon. You look like Sharon.
A girl named Sharon. What?
So my mom.
Can you see him?
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's me, and that was in the movie Jimmy and Judy with Edward Furlong and Edward Sadler.
Nice.
We were in a cult. That was kind of our roles.
What was it? Was it the time? Was it the time that Edward Furlong decided to do the lobster thing?
Yeah, we were there for that one.
I remember that.
Oh my God, we were like right the street working at the time and he did that.
I got a story about him, and I'm totally down with talking smack because we don't get along in conventions anyway.
Really?
He is not a nice person. So I got a friend of mine asked him for a cigarette when we were on set, and this, you gotta look at it like this. We've been out in all kinds of temperatures, in outdoors, hours, days, 12-hour shoots, 13-hour shoots, and he's got his nice little trailer. He comes out with a cigarette, and a friend says, "Hey, do you mind if I bum a smoke?" And he's like, or no, she said, "You got a cigarette?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm smoking it." Ha ha ha. And then like he kept saying stuff to the naked girl about her having pubic hair. And he heard me say this. I was like, "Don't worry, honey. He's just pissed off because once he grew pubic hair, his career went to shit." Boom! Best burn ever. But the best memories of that was we got to drink all day on set because we had to be in character, which was fun. And then we got to ride. They had a mechanical bull. So
Nice.
we all like were drinking and riding the mechanical bull after shoots were wrapped. Super fun.
Wow.
So that is from that set. I actually have a Motley Crue shirt on, but we were not allowed to show band shirts.
Oh, that sucks.
So,
Well, that makes sense. I think a lot of them had like stipulations like that.
Yeah, because you got to pay royalties or something, don't you? Some kind of right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's an interesting one.
That is an interesting one there.
That is the sequel to Slashers Gone Wild. I still haven't seen it, but Rob Avery's the director. He's really awesome, really very creative man. We're actually killing someone in that, but not really in real life. Just.
I was gonna say that girl looks happy that she's killing somebody.
That is Massacre Mary, and I'm Ladyfingers.
Massacre Mary, and you're who?
Ladyfingers.
Ladyfinger. Who's the background with that bucket on her head or something? Was it a bucket or is that a mask?
That is probably Lunatic Rob, and that's one of the slashers.
It's called. What's it called? Slashers Gone Wild 2?
Yeah, The Wrath of the Zombie Lord.
I'm gonna have to watch some of these movies.
Yeah,
Slashers Gone Wild, I think you can get on YouTube.
Can you?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But you can also order copies and stuff like that too. Okay. It's kind of cool. I have my name on the T-shirts for it, so that's kind of neat.
That's cool. That's cool.
Different. That's Slashers Gone Wild, the first movie, and that's my best friend Adam Hogel.
I thought that I've seen that guy before.
Yeah. Then that's just me as Ladyfingers younger, and we got to electrocute him in the scene, and it was pretty gory. He was really nervous about being on camera, but he did a good job.
Nice. It looked like something from the Warriors movie.
Yeah,
right.
That's a good movie.
So this is, I think it's called A Cold Day in Hell now. The guy on the right is the director. He's changed the name a few times. Silvio Bush is the guy beside him. He's from Germany. And then Marcus Jackson works out in Los Angeles on all kinds of films. And then there's me. And my name is Lucy Longstreet. And basically, we're assassins. So I got to shoot guns and stuff in this one.
That's cool.
Got all torn up, running around and diving into rocks and stuff. That was always like a mess. But this is like, we had pretty good fight scenes and stuff like that, which we actually got to fight, got to train. So that was a neat action film.
That's cool.
Yeah, like that. So what's this guy's name again?
That's Marcus Jackson. He was my partner in crime.
So you say he works in other stuff out in LA?
He's in Los Angeles right now. He works on TV shows and in movies out there.
Oh.
I hope that he does well. He's a really, really talented person.
Cool.
And this was kind of
shooting up stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that explains why it looks so blurry. There's a lot of smoke.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke and a lot of, loud noises.
Stop pointing at me.
Stop it. Stop it.
I know. There's a promo picture. And that's another promo picture. Now, Cannon Miller, he is a piercer, I believe, at Bealistic, but I'm not sure if he still is. But he actually was on David Letterman, and because he does a really great human echo. So he played a robot, kind of like a clone, and we had to fight him. We had a pretty big battle with him and his clones. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
And then we got
The Garden.
I was gonna say, is this another movie? The Vegetables Gone Wild.
Vegetables Gone Wild.
Yeah. Attack of the Garden Vegetables.
Cats.
So I included this picture because you said you were growing a garden, and
yes.
I want to try to get into some stuff like this, but I like the peppers mostly. I'm interested in growing peppers. But what did you do? I mean, did you just have like a spot in your backyard or something where you just kind of like
we just took
dedicated
3 rows
it?
and we just took 3 rows because we have the fenced-in yard on our acres, and we decided to do 3, but we're going to stretch it out more next time.
Yeah.
We have the squash.
Just mow it down.
Yeah, the squash is
Come on, I have to throw that in there.
Yes, I'm running around in a robot suit, mowing the fence. I get bored. These pandemics are boring.
I know. I can picture that. Like, oh my God, it's Shana again. She's mowing the damn fences down.
I mean, you got to make the neighborhood interesting somehow.
I guess.
I mean, they're probably tired of the drunken tirades. I got to do something different.
There you go. Yeah.
But with the garden, let's see, we got the tomatoes haven't really ripened yet. The peppers are slow, and that's just a little interesting because I've never had them grow so slow before.
Really? Because that's what I'm more interested in growing the most is peppers.
Start them early.
Oh, so much.
That's all I can say.
So my dad, we were canning beans yesterday.
Brussels sprouts are growing, but you have to wait for them to get really tall. And then
we were canning beans yesterday.
Dude, I hate beans.
Snap.
Yep.
I'm not growing that.
No,
cabbage
he's got a bunch of tomatoes already. We've had like a bunch of onions, tomatoes already. I like fried green tomatoes.
I do too, but my tomatoes got weak game right now. They're weak.
Really?
They need to wake up and do something. Changed red.
You know what? It hasn't rained much either, so.
No.
That's not good.
I got a sprinkler, so it's been like, hey, throughout the day, I'll turn the sprinkler on and make sure it's hitting it.
My father has a lot of. He's got a whole irrigation system on his garden. It's awesome. He turns it on from the top, and it just does the sprinklers all by itself and stuff whenever he wants it. Yeah, nice. He's got it all hooked up. Yeah,
nice.
He's got a huge garden. I have to take pictures of it next time.
My dad does too. Yeah, my dad loves gardening. I used to garden with my grandfather when I was a little girl. So I'm really excited. At one time,
he had like 3 gardens. I'm like, why do you need 3 gardens, Dad? You only have 4 people. I need 3 gardens. What's up? He's like, I might get in I told him, I said he should get in the farmer's market stuff. I told him, I said he'd make a killing.
You could.
Yeah. So.
Especially right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what he said. He's like,
farmer's market.
He's like, let this Corona hit. I don't care. I got food for days. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you did.
Time to grow lots of corn. I'll buy corn off of him.
Yeah.
I did not have any success with corn at all.
Corn's hard to grow around here. It's hard to grow.
Which is weird because if you go just 10, 15 miles northwest, fucking Indiana, where there's all kinds of goddamn corn.
Corn everywhere. Yeah, it's like corn for miles. I'm like, damn.
Well, fucking states.
That's all there is corn.
Other corns in Indiana.
Corn. And Hoosiers.
There's a good movie to watch. Children of the Corn. I haven't watched that for years.
Ooh, Malachi.
Are they from Indiana?
They could be.
So tell us any other stories or people you met working in that industry.
I've met a few people. A lot, actually. Let's see. One that I could throw at the top of my head that's always fun to be around is Kane Hodder. Plays Jason on Friday the 13th, and he plays a lot of other stuff. Hatchet. He's a pretty cool character. They all kind of go back and forth. The horror dudes like Leatherface and all of them will send messages to each other.
Nice.
And joke around. It's my daughter.
This is Leatherface. This is Pinhead.
Like, hey, buddy, you need to really work on your stabbing.
Doug Bradley's really nice. That plays Pinhead. But I was Bill Johnson, Sid Haig, and Bill Johnson and Sid Haig went back and forth. Bill Johnson plays Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, Sid Haig was awesome.
Sid Haig is really funny, but my daughter Ariel was with me. She was 14, and she was having a blast because she got to hammer a nail through some dude's nose, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is so awesome!" And then she got to meet Norman Reedus, who everybody wants to meet Norman Reedus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's a nice guy though. He's really nice. He's just busy as hell.
Who knocks that?
But my favorite memory is Bill Johnson and Sid Haig going back and forth sending messages through Ariel to each other.
Well, Sid Haig was on Quincy.
Yes.
That's how old Sid Haig is. Quincy.
He was great.
Old show. That's an old show. He looked the same too. There was an episode and I was like, he looks exactly the same as he does now. I was like, damn.
I was like, my favorite line is, "Do I stutter, bitch?" Like, yes.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah, delivered.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely, I don't know. It's really great, and I know that conventions are probably going to be gone for a while, but You know, it's one of those things where you don't sleep.
Just think
You
if
just
you
don't sleep. You
well
just drink.
well just think if you just think if you were still doing it like all the time like for your job. Like if you were doing it, you'd probably be discovered more with Rob Zombie
True.
because he takes those small actors, that's what makes his movies what they are. I'm like, that's awesome because they're authentic. They're more authentic
Right.
looking.
That's what I love. I love independent slasher films.
Yep.
I think they're fun. They're creative. They're not mainstream, so they get really raw and raunchy. And actually, Slashers Gone Wild was banned on YouTube for a while
Really?
because it's too gory. It's like
Really?
very complimentary.
Wow.
Yeah, we're like, yes.
Oh, wow.
Too gory. There's no such thing as too gory, is there?
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
I didn't think there was. I didn't think there was. I watched Cannibal Holocaust. That's pretty gory.
Cannibal Holocaust is good.
Yep.
Yep. If you ever want to watch, like, before we sign up off and stuff, it's called 2000 Maniacs. And Herschel Gordon Lewis made it in 1954, I believe. He had like a penthouse pet. And it is really amazing.
Really?
And it's just so, and it's different. It's not like great special effects or anything. But this is when someone's starting out. So you're looking at the creativity, the storyline. It's like all these it's a Confederate town, and I guess they are getting revenge on the Yankees that are driving through for vacation. So they kidnap them, they detour them, and tell them they're having a bicentennial barbecue. Guess who's for dinner? Oh, Yankees! So I mean, it's really freaking awesome. They got it's got a really good soundtrack, and the screams and stuff like that. It's just fun. It's just fun. So watch it if you want to check something different out and see how this originates from, this kind of cool stuff like the King of Gore, Herschel Gordon Lewis. And one more thing, check out Bloody Sabbath from Long Island. This is a Black Sabbath cover band, and they're all older dudes, and they are really good.
I think I've seen you on Facebook posting some of those. I was watching one, and that guy, he sings it. He's a really good singer.
Oh my God! Like
he looks nothing like he sings, but he sings really well. But he doesn't look like he would sing that.
Dad Sabbath. It's like Dad Sabbath. You're like expecting you listening, and it's like it sounds metal as hell. And playing a song like the Acrobat,
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's such a good tune off Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. So I'm like, yeah.
It just looks like my grandpa singing, and I'm like, holy shit.
I know, like,
really good
you must have taken care of your lines. Jeez. Well, guys, thanks for having me today, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Stay safe out there.
Oh, we will.
All right, bye.
Don't go into work for a while.
No, I'm good, man. I'll take a vacation.
Exactly.
A staycation.
There you go.
I got the cool tub in the garden. I just need alcohol. I got the bar, basically. I just need beer, cold beer.
Then you're good.
Well, I got the cold flowing here.
There you go. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, let's cut that part out. Okay, we're ready.
Obviously. Sure. All right. Am I sharing anymore? Nope.
No, you're fine. You're fine now. So I'll tell you what, we got some projects in the mix. Obviously, things are coming up. One thing we had discussed is a little bit later on in episodes later on, maybe do some kind of like August, kind of like ending of the summer photos. So if you guys got some photos that you want to share, send it in. Tell us, comment below. And let us know, and we'll throw you in there too.
Yeah, we're talking about putting an episode together at the end of the summer. I don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but like you said, just throw some photos of projects we did all summer. Maybe just talk about them a little bit. Yeah. So I mean, just make an episode dedicated to the summer.
Yeah, I know we talked about. I like to we're going through this because we're both graphic designers and stuff like that in a sense. maybe we'll do an episode next time on our projects that we've done. You know, our designs that we've created. So you know.
Oh, real quick, while I'm thinking of it, we forgot to ask Donskey when she was on here. Um, what have you been listening to?
Oh yeah, we forgot about that, didn't we?
Oh, we skipped over that, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she won't be that won't be the only time she's on here.
No, it won't be.
If we have avid listeners, you've probably seen the Donsky one on here.
Well, and here's the thing too. She's a good friend, and she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to be on here at all, but she did. And
she did.
She's got a lot of neat stuff she's done in her life, and we like to talk about that. And if you think it's
she's done. She's
you guys
probably the most traveled person that I've ever met. Like lived,
done stuff. Acted in films, and
she's lived in New York.
Hung out with all these different bands and shit, punk bands, and
I mean, she's got some stories.
That's what we'll do next time we have her on here. We'll instead of making it about the acting, we'll make it about the music.
Yeah, we'll do the bands. Yeah,
we'll
do the bands. So definitely keep listening and find out.
But anyway, what I've been listening to all week, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because we're getting ready to talk about projects we've been working on or getting ready to work on. I'm in the middle of something right now, like a big, huge, like I've never taken on something so different, elaborate, yeah. But I've been doing this all week. I've been working on it a little bit all week, especially today and yesterday, really tough. And I've been listening to Life of Agony while I'm working on stuff. I don't know why. I just got hooked on it again. It's been a long time since I've listened to it. I used to love
listening to right here.
Hatebreed. Oh yeah, I always listen to them all the time.
I always listen to Hatebreed. I always got to throw in there a couple times a day or whatever. I've been listening to some Iron Maiden too.
Ah, there you go.
Afraid of the Dark.
Yep, there you go.
Yep. And then like a little Anthrax,
Oh yeah, throw Anthrax in there too. Anthrax. That minute time we saw Anthrax, they were fucking great. It was that long ago. That was just a couple of summers ago.
Yep. And it was too bad that we never got a chance to go see the show that we had tickets to because this whole coronavirus, and we're like, let's come back instead.
I'm trying to get our money refunded because you had a chance to either use the ticket for the next show next year or get your refund. I'm trying to get a refund because that's what we agreed on. We just get our money back.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get a refund, and it's just, man, they make you jump through so many hoops.
Really?
I jumped through a bunch of hoops. I waited a couple of days because I didn't see it coming out or coming back in. So I waited a couple of days. Last night, Brandy and I checked the account again where we were looking at our stuff, and I was like, hey, is that those tickets refunded? Still no. So now I go back and check and see what the fuck's going on because they only give you 30 days. So if I don't get it by the end of this month, we have to go to another concert next year. But I'm trying to get it.
That's fine. If we can't, I'll go. I mean, let's put it this way. David Mustaine's not getting younger, man.
I mean, that's why we talked about is if we do refund our tickets, maybe buy new tickets for next year if we want to go still. I would just like to have the option next time instead of just knowing that I have to go. But
well, I mean, here's the thing.
The point is that I'm trying to go through Ticketmaster where I bought it from, and it's like they make you jump through so many fucking hoops, and then to find out you didn't get it, so now you gotta go do it all over again. So it's
this whole Corona thing really fucked up everything. Kind of it really did. If people's had vacations planned, they couldn't do it.
It's no excuse. Ticketmaster's a fucking giant, man. They should just own up and make it easy.
Exactly.
If you want to fucking refund your tickets, don't make me jump through so many fucking hoops because I'm gonna come back for more concerts.
Well, you gotta jump through hoops already for them already. So you got the parking fee, which I'm like nobody takes tickets to park. So I'm like, why are you selling tickets to park?
And here's my thing too. 20 years ago, when I used to go to a lot of concerts all the time, I never paid upwards to $60, $70 for tickets just for one ticket. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know.
Sit anywhere close,
Yep.
if I wanted to sit close. And then lawn tickets were always like $20, $25. I mean, they jacked the fucking prices up so goddamn much. It's so inflated.
Let me tell you a story real quick. So here I am, sophomore in high school. I was just a little scrawny skater kid. We have skated, listened to White Zombie, stuff like that a lot. That was that and Black Sabbath. We made skate videos and things like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, my friend's dad, which he thinks about. He's going to probably be on here. His name's Eric Parks. He used to play in a band called Driving Beast Daisy. They're a hardcore metal, heavy metal band. Nice. He plays bass. He's got a beard like down to his ball sack. You know what I mean? He's got a long ass beard. You know what I mean? So like he wears caps like you've got on. And stuff like that. Like, and we went to his dad and mom was separated, right? He's from where he lived where I'm from growing up. He's my skater friend. So we went to Dayton. It was my second concert, because my first one was Butthole Surfers. So my second concert was White Zombie, like the original, like LA Six or Sister Devil Music Volume 1.
Oh yeah, good White Zombie.
First album, that was when the bass player was just like, oh my God, drip on me, drip your sweat on me, I mean, she's hot,
Yeah.
Which is Zombie's wife, I think.
It was. I don't think it is anymore.
Oh, okay. So
I don't keep up with this shit, but
here we are, a couple scrawny little kids, not even, what is it? 50, we're 15, I think. We're 16. Right. Or 16 or something like that, 15 or 16. I was on the brink of being 16, I think. So we ended up going to Dayton. Now, his dad lived in Dayton, and his nickname was Chops. So back in the day, yeah, his big old burly guy, Chops was his name, big old biker guy. So we went to Dayton O'Hare Arena to see Zombie and Prong.
Oh, nice. Prong. I remember them.
Oh, man, that was. I heard of Prong, and I listened to a couple Prongs before. But they were like, literally, they made me a believer. There was a Snap My Fingers tour, Snap My Fingers, break your neck, And I was like, I mean, it was awesome. So when Zombie came on, so we had seats way up there in Dayton O'Hare Arena, way up the top. So Zombie was coming out. We're all like, because we were not scared of anything. So we decided to rush the pit. We got in the mix of all these people, and they decided, they're like, no security is going to bother us. So we decided to bust through the gates and went straight into the pit.
Oh, man.
And I got tossed up. I was tossed up, and I was stage diving and everything on the side of the stage when Zombie was playing. It was awesome. Nice. It was awesome, man. I mean, when the Thunder Kid 65 was my song, I was like, yes.
Oh, great song, man. Kidding me?
So I was like, man, this is awesome, because
White Zombie straight up in the closet, man.
That was Iggy Pop doing the gripping the wheel. That was his voice, and I was sitting there going like, yes, it was awesome. I think it was Iggy Pop doing the voiceover for that. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was gripping the wheel. His knuckles went white with desire. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, this is awesome. But I mean, like, man, what a show! I was like, God,
yeah, absolutely.
Second, I was like, yes. My brother's friend, he was smaller than us. He was younger, like 5 years younger. He was only like 10, 12. Yeah. We lost him. His name was Nathan. We lost him in the pit. And then all of a sudden, like, he came up to us with a shoe print on the side of his face. And we're like, he was like, man, I was rushing the pit with you guys. And then this black guy stepped on me. He was only 6 foot tall, or 3 foot tall with a 6 foot afro. And I'm like, dude, he's got a Chuck Taylor print on his face. I'm like, this is awesome. He's all scuffed up. I'm like, yes. Oh, it was great.
Well, you got that kind of story, man. Those are always the best fucking shows.
Concert stories. We'll get back to concert stories later. Man,
I'll bust out some of my stories later on some other time.
Awesome.
I love hearing those stories, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I got so many projects going on all the time, it seems like. But I'm going to quickly go through. Obviously, I'm finishing my flower one. I've been working on it a little bit here and there, but I got this brick wall behind me. I know you guys can't see it right now, but eventually you will. I'm gonna. Hey, where'd you go?
I'm looking for your brick wall.
Oh, well, it's not there.
Look at the side of your brick wall. I can't see it either.
But anyway,
Maybe if I move my screen over.
getting ready to paint it completely white and do some kind of like mural on it. I don't know what I'm gonna do on it yet. Maybe
That would be cool.
maybe some suggestions can come my way. But so that's one thing I'm getting ready to do, along with my new pastel drawing I've been working on. But I've also put everything on hold to work on this dresser conversion because I'm handcrafting some furniture for our bedroom for my wife and I. And we have this old dresser. It's my grandfather's. Came to me when he passed, and we were just like, oh crap, what do we do with all this furniture, you know? And so it's been sitting in my basement for a long time, and we were gonna actually just refinish it and make it a new dresser. But then we started thinking about it, and we ran into some problems, and I won't get into all the problems we ran into with it, but we were just like, okay, we're gonna make this platform bed, this really nice platform bed for our mattress with some drawers on the bottom of it. So if we got drawers on the bottom, because we're trying to make space in our room too, so to create space, we're gonna go to dressers, but we need an entertainment center because we got a nice TV up there and all that. Right. So like, let's take this old dresser. It's a long flat, it's a long dresser, not tall, and then we'll just convert it into an entertainment center. So that's what I'm doing. And so I went this beginning of this week and just went out to Lowe's and just bought all kinds of fucking wood and shit and all the things I needed for my plan. And so I've been working on it. I got it all together. I've been taking pictures of progress a little bit along the way.
Good.
And in the next episode or two, I'll show them all when I get it done.
Nice.
But when I took all the drawers out, I made it shelves and then a nice wooden top. I replaced the top because the top wasn't real wood. It was some kind of fake wood, but the frame was real wood. So I took the top off, replaced it with real wood. And so what I'm going to do is all the wood shelves and the wood top, I'm going to stain it all like an weathered oak stain. And then the base and the frame, I put this accent piece around the top too. It wasn't there before. And I'm going to take all the frame and I'm going to paint it it's called Champness. It's like a mineral paint, Champness blue. It's a real nice blue. But if you take like this dark wax, like a wood wax or espresso wax, and you wax that over top of the paint, it gives it this antique look, but it's still a nice blue. And then here's where the thing comes in. I'm gonna take a router to the top of the piece that I put on top, and router the edges. And I'm thinking about, and I think you've seen this with me too before. We've looked at it. Some stain art, some wood stain art.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing something on the top of this thing. I don't know what yet.
That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
I thought about doing some wood burning, but I don't know if I want to do that. Then I started looking at the stain art, and I was like, I want to do some stain art because I haven't done that yet. And so this would be my first piece. So I started thinking about it. Do I want it to be my first piece? But I don't know. Depends on what I can find to do on it. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on. I'm probably going to be working on it for the next week or so. So I'm waiting for my new router to come in. And, I mean, it shouldn't take me too much longer, man. I can't wait to get it done so I can show off some pictures of it. But
oh, yeah.
So that's what I've been working on. That's my project so far. So.
Well, I've got this one. When I was at the zoo, I went to see baby giraffes. So, like, I want to make this some kind of, like, maybe I want to do some kind of, like, abstract with it. But, so I took a picture of a baby giraffe. And literally, he was like window to window. I was looking at him, and I was like, and he looked. I don't have to do anything to it because he's already comical already. If you look, he's already pretty comical looking already.
Yeah, it is pretty comical. It looks like he's smiling at you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make some cool abstract with him. Kind of like do some kind of like charcoal or something with it. I don't know. Maybe pastels. I don't know if I'm gonna do pastels or not. Maybe I'll do some highlights or something like. His markings maybe in charcoal in pastels. So hopefully I'm gonna make something over that. I'm gonna make him like a kind of like an umbrella, make his neck into an umbrella.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, make some cool stuff with it.
That's a really good idea for a giraffe. Make an umbrella into an umbrella.
He's got that long neck, and whatever you think that's long is like an umbrella. So like an old black umbrella, with the swoosh, make the swoosh the head.
Yeah.
So so I've got some art stuff going on that I'm getting ready to start, and I need to finish my other one too. And I hadn't been kind of doing other things,
That's
kayaking,
my problem.
things like that. Yeah,
I
well,
start on something, I stop and do something else, and I stop that, do something else, and I come
yeah,
back to
you
things.
get busy and you don't even think, and then all of a sudden, like a day's gone by, you're like, and all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 days has gone by that you've done this and done that and done this and helped this person do that and do that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like you get that free day, you're like, man, I just want to relax.
Yeah,
I don't want to
absolutely.
pick up anything.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, so
My thing too is I don't know why, but I've been getting more into the medium of wood, man. I don't know why. Maybe I should start taking on sculpture more. I just like
yeah,
wood. I like working with wood
yeah.
for some reason.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing our original thing. Like we were talking about that one time we were going to swap meets and going to get motorcycle parts and things like
Yeah.
that, and doing some airbrushing and things like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like make a little lamps and stuff, like lamp stands.
Yeah, take
I
the
mean,
art to a different level, man. Just do
Yeah.
something, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I still think about that stuff, yeah.
yeah. I mean, we
I
could
just
really,
swap this. Going to car shows.
we could really make a good piece and make a good profit and still do art stuff. We could do like gas tanks and stuff and make like lamp posts and stuff. I mean, you could literally buy a lamp post anymore at Walmart for like $10 or whatever,
Right.
take it apart, and we got the string and everything. We got the wire and everything, so we could take it apart and make our frame ourselves,
See, that's where we were talking about college classes earlier, and that's where I got my 3D visual design class. I mean, you take all these different classes, it comes together eventually. But that 3D class, this is where that comes in, because I did a lot of weird shit in that class I never thought I'd do. I made my hand and my arm out of wire, and it's a really good replica of my hand. It's like, holy shit. I never thought I'd ever fucking do shit like that. But then I took and I made like a styrofoam box with a ball suspended in beads, just suspended. It's all on like string, but you can't see the string because it's like thread. You know what I mean? It's like white thread on white box. So, and then I did one of the biggest pieces I've ever fucking done in my life, and kind of crazy, is I took all this wire, different types of wire, and I made this. I don't know if you remember seeing this, but the huge guitar that I made.
Yeah, I did. That was really huge.
Yeah, it was so big that I had to tie it off to the ceiling to keep it standing up.
How did you get it home?
In pieces.
Yeah, I know, but where'd you put it in your car? You had a Mazda.
Right, well, one piece at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had to only do one piece at a time.
It was crazy, but I mean, it stood from the ground up to the ceiling.
Yeah,
and like it was really abstract. You could tell it was a guitar, but it was really abstract. I don't even find any pictures of it anymore. It's been so long ago. It's been like 15, 20 years ago. But like the neck kind of did a spiral a little bit up to the ceiling. It was insane. And that's the kind of shit I did in my 3D visual class. And I'm worried that they don't do that kind of shit anymore. And that was the fucking best times
they
ever.
Don't. Well, I'm sure they do at some point, but
depends on what school you go to.
I've always wanted. My idea was taking molds of my legs and making like tables and putting it like against the wall and make it look like it's coming out of the wall, but just my leg, my foot, and everything like a whole mold, but like sitting and having the table on it.
That would be a good collaboration piece between me and you.
I think that'd be great.
I work on the wood stuff so much.
You could sell that. That could be sold.
You could work on the legs of the table with your cast and mold and all that, and I could work on the wood piece that goes on top of it.
Exactly. I think that'd be awesome.
Maybe one day we'll collaborate on that, and then we'll put it on this podcast.
There you go. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
you can make look, you can make like literally like, you can make like hands coming out to make like hooks for your keys.
Yeah.
Having it coming out of the wall like that. And that'd be awesome, like hooks for your keys. You can do like hook here for your keys, or coat. You could get rid of the coat racks and have it like put it on the wall, or like put a hand coming out of the wall,
Yeah, that'd be hilarious too.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
People's reactions to that when they come up to your house.
You talk about a conversation piece.
Yeah.
Literally, you walk into my house, you're like,
whose hand is that?
What's that? What?
Well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you just go in a whole thing about it. So.
Yeah.
But that's about it though. I mean.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'm working on this dresser. It's taking a lot of time, but
it's coming along. That's what's going on with us. And yeah, that's about it.
That is about it.
That is about it.
It's never it permanently. It's just it for now.
No, it's it for now.
Yeah, there's always something.
You know, and like I said before, and I'll keep saying it, just like Nikki Sixx survived the 80s, you can sure survive coronavirus.
That's right.
But stay healthy, my friend.
That's right. See you next episode when we squeeze some more beers.